let's bring on board Avni Bhatt of JM Financial. Avni, thank you for giving us time here on News 9. I want to begin by asking you the big question that I think is on everyone's mind. Where do we go from here? Nifty has once again resumed its downward journey. We have broken below the low of last week, currently below 21,900. Where do we go from here on?
Good morning, Suyash and Amit, and a very good morning to all the viewers as well. So today morning, the opening is looking pretty weak and not a very encouraging sign. But my sense is that this week is probably the last week of the weakness that we are looking in Nifty. And I think capitulation should start by probably next week. The levels to keep in mind are 21,700 on the downside. The earlier support of 930 to 950 area is already broken today, which was last week's low. So we are looking at the next support level of 21,700, which is a very, very crucial support level, because 21,778 and 21,700 were the previous swing lows. So if these levels are broken, then you can say that there is going to be a lot of selling pressure going ahead up to around 21,400. But I think this support level should hold. On the upside, the earlier support levels will now become resistances. So 22,200 to 300 area is where the resistance is going to be. So I think any fresh longs should be done only about 22,300. We can say that Nifty is out of woods only about 22,300. And similarly for Bank Nifty, the immediate support level is 47,200, which I think today morning it has broken. Now, if it closes also below 47,200, then on the downside, 47,000 is just a psychological round figure support level, but the actual support is only at around 46,600. So, looking at the overall setup, I think Bank Nifty is weaker. Week on week basis, we've seen short addition in Bank Nifty, and overall structure for Bank Nifty will be, you can say that Bank Nifty will be out of woods only above 48,000, which is, as of now, it is a far-fetched level. So I think it's a no trading zone currently. If at all the supports are broken, 47,200 on Bank Nifty on closing basis, or intraday move below 47,000. And for Nifty, 21,700. These are the two support levels that you need to keep in mind. If these supports are broken, then we are heading for further weakness. Otherwise, more or less, I think these supports should hold. The indices should consolidate, will be very highly volatile. And even if there is an up move in the coming few days, I think India VIX is going to touch around 22 to 24% level. So that is one point one has to keep in mind. It's the election time. India VIX is going to play a major role going ahead.
Good morning, Avni. There's something about Kotak Mahindra Bank I would like to talk to you about. Now, in the month of April, for the viewers, mutual funds purchased as many as 81,000 crores worth of shares of Kotak Mahindra Bank. This after the RBI ban, which barred Kotak Mahindra from onboarding new customers via its online applications and mobile banking. The share prices, the collective share prices of value of the shares has risen to 53,186 crores, up from 41,863 crores. Value has gone up. Mutual funds are purchasing shares, but the stock has been going down. Whether if we look at the last 1 month, it has been down over 9%. Last 6 months, down over 6%. Last 1 year, it has been in the negative 17.36%. Slightly up today. What do you make of Kotak Mahindra Bank, Avni? That's my first question.
Amit, as I look at the structure and the build-up that has happened in last 1 week, in last week we've seen a short covering of around 15% in Kotak Bank. Yes, the prices are not showing that much, but the good part is that the shorting has stopped. There has been short covering of 15%. And on Friday, we also saw some long unwinding of around 2%. So you can say that week on week basis, shorting has stopped, but at higher levels, there is long unwinding happening. So it is struggling to cross the shorter moving averages of around 1665 to 1675 levels. And on the downside, in the options positioning also, there's a lot of unwinding seen in the puts across strikes from 1650 to 1600. So I think around 1650 levels, we'll be seeing some profit booking that can bring down the bank close to 1600 again. But more or less, it should remain in this range. On the long side, if one has to trade on the long side, I think one should wait for 1675 level to be crossed.
All right, another stock that we are focusing on this morning is Tata Motors. Now, the stock has taken a beating this morning. It's down about 8%. I mean, the results came out post the market hours on Friday, and the results looked good. The auto major did report the highest ever revenues, profits and free cash flow. Its India business even went, is now debt free in financial year 25. I think what's disappointing the street, Avni, is what the management had to say. I mean, they sound cautious. They are expect, the first half of the year of financial year 25 to remain weak, and they also expect flat margins in FY25 for JLR. Again, the stock is down close to about 8% or so. It has recovered slightly from intraday lows, but considering the kind of run up we have seen in stock prices, do you expect this Tata Motors to remain under pressure for maybe the next couple of sessions? If so, what are the support levels that you will be tracking, ma'am?
So yes, Tata Motors last week had seen some good movement. In fact, week on week basis, if you see, it has seen a long addition of around 5%. But after the guidance given by the management, today the stock has come under pressure. So if you look at the levels, I think 50-day moving average on the daily charts is somewhere around 970 to 75 area. If it manages to hold on to 970 level today, I think in the next coming few days, it should consolidate in this range. And we're not looking at any major upside immediately because the news flow is pretty negative. But if at all it manages to close below 970, then the stock is heading towards 935 on the downside.
Okay, Avni, before we let you go, what are your picks for our investors today?
So Amit, the picks that I've selected for this particular week, so I've looked at the open interest built up in last 1 week that has happened. My first pick would be HAL. So HAL has seen futures, in futures it has seen a long addition of 1%, and in spite of all the correction that has happened in the broader markets last week, this stock has formed a base at around 3800 with a lot of addition at 3800 put. So close to 3800, 3830 levels, it's a good buy for a target of 4045, and 4150 will be a positional target. The stop loss can be kept at 3670. The second stock is Havells. So Havells also week on week basis, we've seen a short covering of 13%, while on Friday we saw some long addition of around 4%. Now last entire week, if you see the price movement, it has consolidated without much movement, taking support at around 1650, which was not broken at all. And we're looking at anticipating a breakout above 1700. Once that happens, I think the stock should move up to around 1770. So 1670 to 1680 is the area where one can accumulate the stock for a target of 1770, keeping a stop loss of 1630. And the third stock would be from the auto space, though auto stocks have opened negative, I think because of the news in Tata Motors. But Maruti is a good bet from current levels. It has seen a short covering of 3% on Friday, and it closed also above all the short-term moving averages. So any dip close to 12,500 to 550 area is a good buy for this stock. The target on the upside would be 12,980 and 13,100. These will be the two targets for the stock, and stop loss can be kept at 12,240.